Hello everyone, and welcome to Passionate Perseverance Tarot. Thank you so much for joining in today. Today we're going to take a second look at the energy surrounding the missing person, the missing boy, Sebastian ROGERS. He would currently be 16 years of age. He did go missing the evening of Sunday, February 25th into the early morning hours. Oh, my ear. Hold on, I don't think it was until the next day. All right, I'm getting corrected in the energy. So I know that he was last seen Sunday, February 25th, but I think he actually would have been taken or gone missing or had something happen to him February 26th in the early hours. I got a message in regards to that as I was reading it. So that is what I'm being pulled to. All right, let me just see. He was 15 years old when he did go missing. I did one reading previously, and I want to follow up just because I want to make sure that I'm getting consistency in the energy. And to be honest, I just feel I'm kind of late to getting this information. I didn't realize until just recently about this case at all. And ever since I've been made known of the case, I just keep getting pulled into the case. So I feel his energy very strongly, and I do feel as though time is of the essence here in some way, shape, or form. So I'll dive deeper into that. It has been over a year that he has been missing, though. And there's really like missing without a trace. There's really no leads to go on. I'll let everyone kind of do their own due diligence there, familiarizing themselves with the case. I'm sure many of you are more familiar than I even am. I do have a little bit of knowledge, but I also like to not familiarize myself too much because I want to have a fair and accurate reading for me. It's hard to find balance there sometimes. Okay, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, so I get messages. I call them downloads sometimes as I'm doing readings. I get messages from images on the cards, and I'll feel things within my own physical body too that is usually relating to a message also. Okay, let me see. Give me just one moment. And when I was getting into the energy, I felt pulled to, and I was shown a wolf howling at the moon, a wolf howling at the moon. And as I'm just looking at a card, I'm looking at a deck now that actually has a moon on it. I don't know if it would have been a full moon that night. Oh man, I said I was going to check this, and I did go back and check to see if there was anything going on with like planetary alignments and that type of thing. And I don't think that there was, because what I felt pulled to is his energy leaving the house to go look at the night sky. I'll see if I get the same energy coming out again. But that's what I feel pulled to, is going out to look at the night sky, the moon specifically. All right, let's just take a look. Let me take a look, and I'll be right back and see. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for allowing me patience there. So I will edit this and jump right back in, but I'm looking, and February 24th, I believe, was the full moon for 2024. And again, please fact check me on this, okay? Because I am just doing a quick search. So February 24th, the Saturday, would have been the full moon. And then it was a waning gibbous. I'm not familiar. Sunday, February 25th, 2024. But there's definitely, it's a big moon. It's definitely a big moon still. And I'm pulled to that. So I keep getting pulled that he would have went out to want to see something in the night sky or something to do with the moon. I'm getting that energy again. I will confirm, but I have it coming out right here. We'll put this card here for now. I'm going to go to another deck and see if I get something showcasing the same energy as far as why he left the house. And this is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is to be considered fact here. Please do your own research. My heart goes out to family, friends, anyone that has been out there, boots on the ground, searching for over a year now. And my intention is to help bring some sort of guidance or clarity that I'm able to decipher from the energy that could ripple out and have a positive impact in locating him. Yeah, bringing him home. Six of Cups, memories and reunion. Okay, let me just focus back into his energy and ask why he left the house. I do feel as though he left on his own, but I'll get clarity on that as well. All right, clarity on why. Isolated and alone. So I do feel like he left on his own. There's confirmation of that falling out. I left on my own. There's the wolf too. So remember, I had the image of the wolf howling at the moon. That's what I felt pulled to when I sat down to do the reading. I saw in my mind's eye a wolf howling at the moon. I don't know if it's maybe like a game he was playing where he wanted to go out at night and howl at the moon and play pretend. I mean, I don't know. Kids are kids, right? And if you haven't seen any previous information, he was on, I do think he went out barefoot. I have the barefoot showing right here. So I do think he went out barefoot. Maybe he was pretending to be like a wolf. Okay. Let me slow down the energy a little bit and take it one at a time because I get hit with lots of messages. So I do feel as though he left of his own accord. Now, I feel as though there was some element of wanting to look at the sky, look at the night sky, specifically feeling pulled today in this reading to the moon. I do feel like he left barefoot because I had this card come out specifically just showing me little feet. And I feel as though, yeah, again, I get wanting to go look at the night sky. So there's some element here. Let me just ask for a moment and see, were you playing any type of game or playing pretend? Yes. I get a yes for that. I feel as though with the moon. So I don't know. He hid this or kept this secret to himself, or just, there's some element here though of, I'm wondering if he ever did this before. Did you ever leave the house previously and do this and just not get caught and come home? Did you ever do this before? I think it's possible. Let me check again, because I have Knight of Swords energy, decisive action, showcasing. I do feel like there's a possibility that he has ventured outside and just never been found out about it. Yeah, I do feel as though that's possible. Okay, this right here, like, all right, let me dig a little bit deeper there and get confirmation that he willingly left the house on his own. That's what I'm looking for first. Okay. Energy, please. Energy, please. Yes. Yes. All right. I get that he did go out. I do feel like he took a light with him. In my previous reading, I kept getting pulled to keys. And then I did see a video where it was said that there was like a key size or a keychain size flashlight. So that makes sense. I feel like he took that with him. Because I have the Hermit coming out, showcasing leaving, having the light. Okay. Showcase for me why you left the house. What was your intention? Why did you leave the house? Why did you leave the house? King of Cups. The night sky. So I have it again. There's something, there it is, the moon, the night sky. So here, when I'm looking at it, I'm just seeing the darkness there, the night sky. So there's something about wanting to go out under the moon, under the night sky. I'm going to get clarity on the King of Cups. One moment, let me see. Let's go to this deck and just see what comes out in regards to, yeah, it feels as though chasing some sort of thrill, going out, running, having fun, something that I feel like he might have done more than just this one time, but it's just this time something happened. Let me just see. Was there... Was there times that you had done this previously? Was there times that you had done this previously? He did go out barefoot. Look at it. It's saying trying again. Balance, harmony, friendship. I have beginnings, peace, and one day. So it's something about going out. I have the memories card coming out too. Going out in nature, feeling, and I know that I did see, I think, a video showcasing that he didn't like to get dirty or anything like that, but I feel it different, like wanting to go out and run barefoot under the moon. So it's something, okay. This one does say harmony and friendship. Let me see if there was anyone that he was meeting. Give me just one moment to see what deck I feel called to. Let's go to this deck. Okay. Were you meeting with anyone? Was there anyone that you were meeting up with? I get the same energy I got before. There's someone that was untrustworthy. So, someone that might have said, oh, I have a gift for you, or someone that was two-faced, someone that wore a mask, someone that, this right here, right, Five of Wands, was presenting themselves possibly one way as a friend or an ally, and then turned suspicious. Turned into someone untrustworthy, turned into someone combative, or doing something in a sneaky way. Okay. Trying to get away from this person and not able to. So I do feel as though when he's out under the night sky, that's when this person comes along. Okay. Let's see if he knew this person. Give me one moment. All right. I don't think he knew this person. Did you know this person? Looking for confirmation. Was it someone known to you? This suspicious person, this Five of Swords energy, was this someone known to you? I don't think so. I have masculine energy coming in reverse, and then I also have this card coming in reverse, which is showcasing someone that would be unconditional love, forgiveness, reconciliation, spirit of Christ. But it's coming in reverse, so I think it's someone unknown, a stranger. All right, let me just ask. Was this person a stranger to you? I have spirit of the woods, nightmare, goblins, voices. I'm going with stranger. Okay. So this is a stranger. There it is. I knew that this card would come out. Confirmation. Caution, warning, danger, spirit of stranger. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. It's a stranger. I actually just heard stranger danger in my mind's eye. Okay, this is a stranger. So he leaves the house. He goes out. Something to do with wanting to be under the moon. I feel like it's possible he could have done this before. It doesn't have to be, but I feel as though if he did do this before, it's where it wasn't a known pattern and he was always coming back in and didn't get caught in any way. Yeah, I feel like if he did this before, he never got caught for it. Okay. Let me just ask from this deck. Did you ever... I feel like he might have. Yeah, I feel like he might have done this before. Okay. Yeah, I think he did. I have clarity, awareness, and truth coming out. So I do feel as though it's possible that he might feel really called to the night sky, the moon, want to go out and look at the stars. There's something there that pulls him in. Yeah, he's a child. So I have this card coming out. Innocent, immature, adventurous. So there's something that pulls him in. And he found it very peaceful, very calming. Enjoyed, maybe even howling at the moon, right? Because that's what I felt pulled to. Okay. Look at that. I see the moon again. I feel he really liked the full moon. I think, let me go to another deck and just see what comes out in regards to that. I'll ask specifically if he had an infatuation with the full moon. Let me just see what deck I should go to. Oh, this deck right here. Okay. Guidance, please, for your energy. Guidance, please, for your energy, Sebastian. Were you infatuated with the moon, with the full moon? Is that what you were going out to see? Clarity. Ace of Wands, which would be showcasing something that he's passionate about and going out to adventure out to sea. So yeah, that's confirmation. Anything further from this deck that you would like to showcase? There it is right there. Look at going out into the night with the light to look at the moon. That's what I feel pulled to. I don't think he was forced out of the house. Let me just ask, was there this stranger? Let's ask about the stranger. Did the stranger come to your window? Did the stranger come to the house at all? No. Reverse. The stranger, where did you run into the stranger? Outside. Five of Wands. So he's outside and he sees this stranger. It wasn't like fast moving, because I have the Knight of Cups. He didn't expect to see something along those lines, and then it turned Five of Wands. So it's like I didn't expect to see someone. Then I do. Is this right outside of your home? Is it right outside of your home? Show me where you run into this stranger. This is where it might be someone that says, look over here, or can I show you something? This is where I get like some sort of offer maybe coming in. Like, can I show you something? Some sort of interaction. How did this, because I have it as the Six of Cups and there it's coming out as, Yeah, offering something, some sort of offer. So it's something like this. Sees. Okay, and then it feels like it turns combative or argumentative or wanting to get away rather quickly. Let me just get confirmation of that. Let me go to the Game of Thrones deck. All right. So we're going to start with this. We're outside of the house. Outside of the house. Is it right outside of the house that you're seeing this stranger? So this stranger asks if he's okay. That's what I'm feeling pulled to. The stranger is showing like an emotion, right? Like is initially showing, what are you doing out here? It's late. Are you okay? Are you safe? Do you need help? Something along those lines is what I feel pulled to. Like at first, the stranger is coming off as caring or having some element of compassion and checking on him is what I'm feeling pulled to. Okay. And then what happens? And then what happens? What happens after the stranger, the Fool? So I think he didn't realize the danger. He didn't realize the danger and that he couldn't trust this person. Didn't realize the danger. Didn't realize that he couldn't trust this person. Okay. Didn't realize that he had another plan up his sleeves. I'm seeing the sleeves. Didn't realize he had another plan up his sleeves. And that what was his intention? What was this stranger's intention? To take him. To take him. Because it was coming out like this. To take him. And to take him. Okay. Do you know, can you share why he saw him as a victim, meaning that he knew he could take him? I feel like it's a masculine energy that took him, and he knew, I get confirmation of that. I just saw the Empress in reverse. He knew he couldn't fight back with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So he knew that he'd be an easier target. So I think that he had an idea of who Sebastian was. Did he know who you were? I know he was a stranger to you, but did you know him? I mean, did he know you? I think he did. I think he had seen him and was following him. I have the Page of Cups and the Ten of Spears. It's almost where he just picked him up and threw him over his shoulder, but let me go to another deck and get further clarity on the stranger. Okay, so he runs into this stranger outside of the house. Okay. He's outside. I do believe he's barefoot because we saw the barefoot 2 times. So he's outside. He's barefoot. Did this stranger... Now I'm being pulled into the flag. I was pulled into a flag in my other reading as well. I'm seeing this flag here. So whenever it's time to, like, take him somewhere, I get pulled into a flag. I'm going to put this here. It's interesting. Here there's a cat on the broomstick, and it's like the same cat on the flag. I'm not saying I'm pulled into a cat, but I don't know if that is something... Okay, let's see. In regards to this stranger, I'm going to start calling this stranger the suspect. I'm going to say suspect. All right, in regards to this suspect, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, everyone, thank you. In regard to this suspect, this one's coming out again. This is a drifter. But what I would say with drifter is someone that isn't really rooted, might hop around, I feel has a job, and we'll look at that further, but it's almost like someone that would hang out by like the docks or like a shipping yard. I don't think that's specifically the location, because this is Tennessee, but it's something of that like equal relatable circumstance, if that makes sense, right? Like, you know where to find this person. So I'm going to put that here because I just feel pulled to the flag again. Okay. So I do feel as though this is someone that was aware of Sebastian, meaning he might have ran into him earlier that day and was quote unquote stalking. Snake in the grass, that came out last time too. Watching, lurking, waiting. I'm getting the same energy. Watching, lurking, waiting. Yes, someone that seized an opportunity. Someone that seized an opportunity. Okay, is there anything more from this deck that would help clarify this suspect seizing an opportunity? I don't think this is the first time that they've done this either. I think that this is a repeat offender. Look at that, the Chariot. Repeat offender. Look how crazy that Chariot energy is. I'm really pulled into the eyes there. And I had gotten something with the eyes for the previous reading too. So I'll take a look at that as well for further clarity in a little bit. Let's just see anything further to help in regards to, I have the Three of Cups. I think it's really showcasing, I'm getting that not involving his family. I think it's unrelated, completely unrelated. Yeah, this is not involving the family. This is a snake in the grass. This is a watcher, a lurker, someone that preyed upon, P-R-E-Y-E-D, preyed upon victims and individuals that they might have seen out in communities at a place of employment possibly, and then followed or watched or waited, lurked. That type of energy is what I'm getting pulled to. And let me just see if I can, let's check this deck again because I'm being pulled to it with that moon. Clarity in regards to the suspect. Showcase, there's something with the eye. I'm seeing the eye of this dragon. I get pulled into the eye of this dragon. Now, if you watched my previous reading, I got pulled into the right eye. And actually, when I was doing the reading, 3 times my eye went blurry. My right eye went blurry on me where I couldn't see out of it. So I initially thought that it was Sebastian's energy and that maybe he didn't have his glasses and was struggling to see, which could also be happening. But I'm also really pulled into this suspect as having some sort of eye deformity or glasses or a scar over the eye, possibly. Let me go to this deck here and just see, because I did see a card. Let's see if we get anything like that comes out. Energy. This one's coming out. Is his name Scar? Shoot. I don't know. I think that is his name in The Lion King. So either way, because I'm thinking that is, I think scar. A scar over the eye. I'm being pulled into the eye. I think that the suspect has a scar over the right eye. At first I thought possibly like an eye patch, but I feel as though it is like from a cut, from being cut, or I'm being pulled to a knife now. So I feel as though it could have been from being cut at some point, a scar. I'm okay. I'm more so now in this reading being pulled to a scar over the eye versus an eye patch specifically. But let me just see if anything else wants to come out. I think that is the name of this one. My memory is not, there's justice. is not as good as it used to be for the Disney movies. So justice is here, and this is someone that, yes, was controlling, manipulating magician energy. All right, so I'm being pulled to this suspect has some issue with the right eye. I'm more so being led today for a scar, and you would notice this. This would be noticeable. Let me get confirmation of that because it's really coming out in the energy. So I just want to make sure. Let's see, from this deck here in regards to I just keep getting pulled into all the eyes. All of the eyes here are pulling me in. Wow, look at that. You would definitely notice it. There's the Emperor. And look, it's like the hand is right by the eyes. So I know that these eyes are normal here, but this is how it's coming out. There's something noticeable because there's the Tower moment with this. So it's the Tower with the Emperor. There's something noticeable. My ear is ringing now, so I'm getting confirmation. Oh, yeah, I'm getting a big message here in regards to this eye. It's a red flag. It's a red flag. This is a flag. So now I'm seeing the red flags. The eye, scar over the eye, something in regards to the eye specifically, red flag for suspect. Okay. That's what I'm being pulled to. Let me go. I do have that descriptive deck, and we did have, in my first reading, it did come out showcasing, I don't know if I shuffled this one good. Let me shuffle it good. I'm being really pulled into the flags, the eye. This hand is really close to that right eye. I'm being pulled into the lightning, a scar over the right eye, and coming forward. Yeah, it could be, oh my gosh, look at, like, stitches over the eye, like a scar over the eye. I never noticed that before. There's definitely something more in regards to that. Oh my gosh, there's the eye. Confirmation. Now, I know that this one says blue eye, but this is just the fact that it's showing us an eye, and I'm getting confirmation, and we're talking about that right now. So I have confirmation of the eye again. Let me just see if there's anything more from this deck that wants to come out. The beard card is coming out. The beard card, so that is new. I didn't get that before. And as I'm saying beard, we do have facial hair coming out. So that might be a new factor in regards to this suspect having facial hair or some sort of beard. And green eyes possibly, but see, it's just showcasing another eye, one eye, and it just looks odd, right? So I'm just again getting confirmation of some sort of scar over the eye. All right, let me see if there's anything more that wants to come out from this deck that would be a characteristic, a defining characteristic of that guy looks like he's got a scar in the beard. He's more mature. I do feel as though this is an older masculine. Here, I got this card yesterday too coming out. He might showcase himself as nicely dressed. He could also have some sort of eyewear, but what I'm really being pulled to in this one right here, look at, doesn't it look, I know it's probably aging there, just like wrinkles or the card, but it's just showcasing something in regards, something noticeable. I want to say the right eye. Okay. And I'm really honed in on it, so I'm getting that is a red flag pertinent in regards to this suspect. I do feel older, masculine. I am being pulled to Caucasian or lighter skin. Doesn't have to be, but I just feel pulled to that. Man, everywhere I look, I see the eyes. The eyes are just coming at me. Okay. And then I have another one showcasing eyes. All right. I am going to put this deck down now and get further clarity in regards to how he was taken from the area. Let's see if we can get further clarity in regards to that. So we have this unknown suspect. How was your energy It's just, he couldn't fight back at all. There was no fighting back. It was, I feel like, come with me. Come with me. He's out there with his light. The hermit is there again. Here he is, child out. It could be where he was tricked. It could be where he was tricked. How did this suspect get you to leave the location? Did you leave the location with the suspect? How did you leave? Did you leave in a vehicle? Queen of Cups and the Moon. Four of Swords. How did you leave? Seven of Cups. I think this person said something and tricked him. Tricked him. Yeah. I have the Magician coming out with taking his hand. Come with me. You have to come with me. There's some sort of lie or trick that this person said, and I'm getting confirmation of that. Okay. And it was, could have even misrepresented himself as a person of authority. Could have been where this individual misrepresented himself as a person of authority. I get that's possible. Meaning, could have said, I'm law enforcement. Could have said, I'm someone that normal people would trust right away, right? That would break down that barrier of suspicion and feeling like you could trust. Oh, this card, I gotta get this one to go with the, okay. All right, what was this one? Yeah, but you couldn't trust. So it's like coming forward, trying to say you could trust, but it wasn't. The Five of Wands is right there. And we get that often, showcasing not trusting. All right, let me just see. Did this stranger lie or make up a story? Was there a lie or make up a story? The Tower. So I feel pulled to yes. This, let's see, how was this person able to take you? Was there a vehicle? I think there was a vehicle. Showcase. Knight of Swords, and we have a chessboard and Justice in the background. So it was planned. It was some sort of strategic plan. I got that before. It feels like there was a plan. Organized somehow, or premeditated in some way. Ten of Pentacles and the Chariot. Okay, so I do feel as though, and there's the Hierophant coming out, I do feel as though it was planned in some way, premeditated, and Ten of Pentacles can sometimes represent for money, but I don't think that, I mean, there was not a ransom or anything like that that would allude to taking for money. It's more so here just showcasing me a bigger plan, but I will ask that just to see what comes out. Ace of Wands is here. It feels as though taking for their own intentions, fulfillment in a negative way. Let me go to this deck and just see. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Happy family. Yeah, so and I did get the Four of Wands that came out with that. So it feels as though a jealousy almost, or wanting what some other family has, or wanting for their own. Wanting for their own. So this is, again, I get like a kidnapping. I get that same energy that I had, and I have the Sun coming out showcasing that. The Sun is S-U-N, but this is also a Sun, S-O-N, that was taken. That was taken. Stolen. 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 All right, let me see why the Chariot, and I do believe that it was a vehicle that he was put in, but let me just see in regards to the Chariot, further clarity from this deck in regards to the Chariot energy. Community. So I do feel as though that's how he was taken. And then I have like the door. So I do feel like he was put in a vehicle. It was premeditated, but I'm just wondering the extent of that. I'll ask. And try to get clarity on that as well. But let's first see in regards to, let me go to this deck, in regards to the vehicle. Is there anything? Yeah, I think he was taken via a vehicle. I'm getting the Sun coming out again. I feel like there is possibly some sort of decal, I'm sorry, I'm saying that completely wrong. Sticker or flag, or there's some sort of identifiable emblem on the, could be like a work, because I have the Emperor coming out with that. You know how some people put like what they do for a living, or like this, like I'm hearing the name Jake, but that has nothing to do with anything other than I'm hearing that name. I'm hearing the name like Jake's hardware or work van type. I'm trying to make sense of what I'm hearing, but I'm just hearing a name that could be put on there for the employment. So it could be that. It could be, might not be an actual flag. It might be like a banner that has a name, and then the name is associated with an employment. I'm feeling pulled to that. Let me just see in regards to I feel pulled to that. Something with the flag. Yeah, there's some sort of emblem or logo, because we have it again here with this card, but and I got this the previous time too. So I don't know if it's a name or a company or work. Oh, I'm definitely getting more messages with this, but it's just hard to decipher in the energy. Okay, so I think put in a vehicle, and then let's just see how long, how far. He might not know. To the best of your ability, how far did you travel? The Tower, the Star. I don't want to say that it's through the night, but it was nighttime still. It's still nighttime. It's still nighttime. And there's the Chariot. Okay, so traveling in a vehicle, and let's just see if we can get any clarity as to where the vehicle went to. Was he awake, right? Was he awake? I feel like he was awake. Let's go to this deck. Where did the vehicle... I feel like he might have been tied up. He might have been tied up. I have the Tower. So I do feel as though he was tied up or restrained in some way while in the vehicle. Yeah, I'm seeing this imagery of like tying. And then I have being, you know, being tied up, not being able to fight back. So I do feel as though tied up, put in the vehicle, and then where do you recall being next? Where do you recall being next? Could have had a bag put over his head. Doesn't have to be, but I'm seeing a bag. But not being able to, I have the Magician energy coming out again. So it feels like not being able to see. It feels like not being able to see. Not being able to see and carried. Okay, not being able to see, carried. And I get this, which is showcasing someone up to no good. Someone up to no good, manipulating, controlling, carrying. Okay, let me get further clarity in regards to, I think I split the deck. I have 4 of Swords and I have the Tower. So I think not being able to see and being carried and possibly, yep, there's the Chariot. So I think the last thing that he really remembers is going in the vehicle. Going in the vehicle. Okay, or being forced in the vehicle. Okay. Is there anything more that you can show us that would help in regards to finding you? Is there anything more that you could show us that would help? 8 of Wands. Anything more that would help in regards to finding you? Ace of Pentacles. Now I'm being pulled to the employment. So, because I have the 3 of Pentacles. Let me take a look and see, as far as this suspect, what this person might do for a living. Let me see if I get clarity on that. Let me see what deck I feel pulled to. Give me one moment. I want to go to this deck right here, and we'll see in regards to the suspect. I feel like he couldn't see where they were going when he was in the car. Felt like he couldn't see. Energy in regards to this suspect, please. Energy in regards to this suspect. Show me his occupation. I get an Emperor coming out again. On the bottom of the deck. All right, so we have Emperor. Could be we're, again, told him that he was someone of authority or lied in some way to trick him. I do feel, because I get the Magician in reverse and Judgment in reverse. So I do feel as though there was some sort of lie or telling him something that was false in order to trick him, to get him into the vehicle or to get him to come closer. As far as his work, anything further that would clarify? I think he works among, like, out in the community. And what I mean by that is it could be a restaurant. It could be anywhere that he had gone even that day, right? I know that the last day, the Sunday, according to what the mother had stated, I think they had gone to a BJ's, which is like a supermarket store, and they went bowling, and then also to, I'm getting the Eight of Wands coming out again, I think it was a steakhouse. Don't quote me on that. They went out to eat also. I feel pulled to where they went to eat as possibly where someone might have seen him. But see, I want to know like how long someone might have been watching, lurking, right? Because it could have been over a period of time, or it could have been recent. And then the person just got, I don't want to say, had circumstances that happened where they were able to put a plan together quickly, I guess, right? Let me get clarity on this. All right, in regards to the day on Sunday for your energy that you spent with your mom, show me overall how you felt. Show me overall how you felt that day. So he's showing here that there's an element of wishing that he didn't do something that he feels like he wasn't supposed to do, which would be to go outside. So there's an element here of being apologetic and wishing that he hadn't ventured out of the house, and wishing that he had stayed in bed. Wishing that he had stayed in bed. Wishing that he had stayed in bed is what I'm feeling pulled to. Yes, because going out of the house is what opened the door to this predator coming in. And, okay, earlier in the day, going to the different locations, how were you feeling in regards to the relationship with... There's some element here of having a lot to do. Two of Pentacles is coming out. It feels as though happy because doing chores, but then also having some fun and spending time. Let me just see. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups doing something fun. So there's elements of the day where not fun, but then elements of the day fun. That type of energy is what I'm picking up on. Let me just go to another deck and get clarity. All right, from this deck. Overall energy of how you felt. Spending the day, balanced. Yeah, right there. So we have balanced coming out, and then I have happy. Okay. In regards to, let me go to a different deck. One moment. We'll go to this deck. In regards to the possibility of running into this stranger, did this stranger notice Sebastian on that Sunday? Was it where he ran into him, saw him, spotted him that day? Overall energy, did he notice him earlier in the day? The Moon, secrets. And then I have the Three of Swords. I feel it's one of these locations, they cross paths. Now, I don't feel as though Sebastian remembers or even would recall that or know that. But I think that's where, let me just see, energy for the possibility of this at the supermarket. Energy for the possibility of this at the supermarket. Energy for the possibility of this at bowling. Ooh. Energy for the possibility of this at the steakhouse. I feel more towards, I know that he was able to get popcorn, if we go by what the mom said, and I'm seeing like him getting something, a treat, a special treat, was happy about that. I feel pulled more towards the steakhouse. I think he had fun at bowling. It was something fun to do, something he didn't love but enjoyed. And then keeping score, maybe. It feels like he liked to keep score. And then I get something suspicious in regards to the steakhouse. Let me just get further clarity in regards to that. Let's go to this deck here and see what we have come out. Okay. Oh. In regards to the steakhouse, is there the possibility that this suspect was there and saw you there? Ace of Scoops, it came out. The ice cream. So, I think so. I think either a worker, look at, I have another one, like showcasing me food, right? Let me check another deck and see in regards to, I have, let's check this deck and see. Okay, let's see what comes out here. Is it possible the restaurant that you went to eat at the night of, or the day of, Sunday, the Sunday? Ooh, I got justice. I get justice coming out. And then, look at that, the Fool. Look at that. So I feel as though there's the possibility of this individual having been at that restaurant. Maybe they worked there, maybe they were patronizing it. Is that the right word? Customer. But that's where this person spots, because I have the Magician and the Eight of Wands. I'm wondering if following from there, if they followed. Let me see. All right, let me go to another deck and just get further clarity in regards to further clarity, please, in regards to, oh, all right, this one wants to come out. Imprisonment. So he could be being held in a secluded area as a possibility. social media wants to come out as well. I'll get further clarity on that because it's the first time I've seen an inkling of anything like that. But we've had the Eight of Wands, so it might be we're able to contact hidden. I have hidden. All right, was this someone that followed? Yeah, look at that. That's the energy that I keep picking up on. I think that this is someone that's done this before. I think this is someone that keeps their victims for a specific amount of time, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, and that there's the possibility here of targeting from a location, and maybe it's happened, it could be elsewhere, it could be a different restaurant, it doesn't necessarily have to be that, but I feel as though had been targeting, watching, and waiting. Look at that, watching and waiting until there was the opportunity to follow out this plan. And I do feel as though it was a plan. Now, how quick this plan came together is gonna be, I think saw at the restaurant and then follows and then waits for this opportunity. Because I had seen, like, sitting down at a dinner, seeing that, and for some reason, like, feeling jealous about that. Let me see. Let me see if we get further clarity in regards to Distant Horizons card is coming out. And the Court. So let me just see. Is there going to be justice moving forward? Is this individual going to get caught? Mature man. I look at an official person is under that. So there's some sort of element here of either lying or maybe having some sort of official position. I'm definitely not trying to push that narrative, but I feel as though there's something in regards to that, or it's just showing someone that's older. It could be even, you know, late 50s and above. Definitely something here about let me just see if I get any messages here. Let me see why official person is here. I do feel as though, like, lying in some way about. Why is official person? Further clarity. Why is official person here? Why is official person here? Further clarity, please. This one came out. Unbelievable. All right, this was the lie. The masquerade of some sort. So some sort of lie about being an official person. So that's coming out. So there's some sort of lie that happened. Wearing a mask, pretending to be something that he wasn't in order to get what he wanted. And then let's see, why is mature man here? I'm feeling like it's an older 40s, 50s, 60s. It's not a young masculine. All right, why is Yeah, King of Cups. So this is someone, and look, it says mayor on here. Isn't that interesting? Look at that. It's interesting because I keep seeing flags too, and I'm not trying to allude to anything in regards to that, but what I feel pulled to is that there's definitely more in regards to a hierarchy in some way, or some sort of all right, let me just try to see if I can pull one other from one other deck and just see if we get any other clarity in regards to let's go to this deck here. All right, in regards to mature man, King of Cups, the energy surrounding the suspect, further clarity. I have 9 of Wands, the Wheel, and the Tower. This is someone that is completely two-faced. So completely two-faced. So it's where this person hides. This person is someone that someone would look at as being possibly a pillar in the community. I thought initially maybe working at, like, maybe would even be working security. I have the moon again coming out for secrets. So this is a hidden side of this person. Completely, like, look at, completely separate lives. And is able to hide this side very well. Is able to hide this side very well. Okay. So I feel like even more in the community than what I had first thought. I thought maybe working at one of the locations that he frequents, but it feels almost more like a security figure or an authority figure. Or let me just ask, is this a person of authority? Is this a person of authority as employment or a job in some way, shape, or form? Is this a person of authority, this suspect? Is this a person of authority? Page of Cups and the 6 of Swords. No, okay, no, but like pretends. So almost pretends. Like wearing a mask, pretending, faking. Let me just get further clarity on this Page of Cups. There it is. Look at that. See that? See that right there? This is someone that's a trickster that fakes. They're one thing and they're not. So you can't trust what you... Oh, I can't trust anything with this energy here. It's a trickster. So I'm going to have to take another look. Sorry, this went way longer than I thought it was going to. Let me just see in regards to Sebastian's energy. Is there anything further? Is there anything further that you want to showcase that would help locate you? Anything further? Don't stop looking. Don't give up hope. Okay. Ace of Wands. I do feel as though he's being held someplace that is off the beaten path. And that there's this trickster energy that got a hold of him and is keeping him under lock and key. Keeping him under lock and key. And I just keep, don't give up hope. I just keep getting like, don't give up hope. Keep searching. Keep searching. Anything more? The Eight of Swords. So yeah, I feel like he's trapped. Okay. Is there the possibility of finding you? Yes. Six of Wands, victory. So yes, but don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Keep searching. Okay. All right, I'm going to end this here, everyone. Please let me know anything that you've seen, any questions that you might have, because I think I got to start asking some different types of questions to see what answers we get. But I definitely feel as though he went out to look at the moon, and someone, a predator, a lurking, took advantage of that, swooped in, lied to him in some way, shape, or form, and has since been holding him captive. That is what I'm feeling pulled to. Okay, I'm sending everyone love and light.